Breaking news alert. Tragedy in Tennessee. The latest on the devastating fires.
My mom and grandmother's wedding dress and our pictures. My mom's hope chest.
For some, all is lost, except for hope. Residents return home. And WMC Action News 5 takes you inside Ground Zero.
This is one of the areas that has been hit the hardest by this fire. Take a look at what we're looking at here. A home completely burned to the ground.
And a Memphis couple missing in the aftermath. 3 sons badly injured.
It's just gut-wrenching to hear of this.
The emotional search and support. We have live team coverage from Gatlinburg, Memphis, and Nashville.
It was just completely engulfed, and I got out and I just screamed her name.
Right now on WMC Action News 5.
Breaking news alert, 7 people now killed in the worst wildfire in the state of Tennessee in 100 years. 53 people injured as crews continue to fight the blaze. 400 buildings have been damaged. That's new information out in just the past 2 hours. East Tennessee has gotten some rain. However, that's causing even more problems, mudslides. Tonight, none of those who have died has been identified.
The devastation's hitting close to home. This mother and father from Memphis are missing. Tonight, John and Janet Summers have not been found. Their 3 sons are in the hospital in Nashville tonight in critical but stable condition.
WMC Action News 5's Jerry Askin begins our team coverage now with what happened moments before this family encountered the wildfire. Jerry?
You know, Kanji and Joe, what a devastating story. At last check, no sign of Janet or John Summers. Their 3 sons remain now at a hospital in Nashville. A good family, and many people are hoping for the best.
That's the thing, you can't believe that it hits so close to home.
Katrina Guthrie woke up devastated.
And my heart just goes out to the entire family.
She's known the Summers family for almost 10 years from the Memphis Music Foundation. She works at Rock 103.
Just warm, kind, generous folks.
These images are still hard for her to see, and she still can't believe this Memphis family who was vacationing in the Smoky Mountains have been torn apart. Wednesday morning, there was no sign of John Summers and his wife Janet, and the strong wildfires sent their 3 sons to Vanderbilt Hospital in critical condition. I'm told they were all trying to escape from the wildfires when they came across a fallen tree.
They got out to try and move it, and I understand they got separated somehow through the smoke.
Their youngest sons, who are twins, Jared and Wesley, are spending their 22nd birthday Wednesday in a hospital bed. The brothers are all musicians who recently moved to Nashville to pursue their dreams of music.
It's just gut-wrenching to hear of this morning, and I'm so close to those boys.
John Summers works here as a partner at this downtown Memphis architectural firm. And according to her Facebook page, his wife works at Daybreak Outsourcing. So many people praying for the best.
We love you so much. We are praying for you.
And Guthrie told me she's praying for a speedy recovery. She plans to visit those brothers in Nashville tonight. Coming up here at 6, you'll hear reaction from the Summers brothers' former co-workers. We're live downtown Memphis. Jerry Askin, WMC Action News 5.
And as Jerry reported, the 3 sons, Branson, Wesley, and Jared, were taken to a hospital in Nashville, and that's where Janice Broach just heard from the family and joins us now live from Tennessee's capital. Janice?
Well, this is an unimaginable situation for the 3 Summers brothers here at Vanderbilt University Medical Center in the burn center. Now, a family friend told me that they are improving from smoke inhalation and burns on their body. Their uncle, a Memphis attorney, is here in Nashville with them. The boys' parents, John and Janet Summers, are missing. Here is a statement just released from the family. Quote, "The Summers boys are stable, and one of them has been able to talk briefly and share his feelings and concerns for his brothers and parents. We have family and friends coming in from all over the country to be here with us. We continue to pray that John and Janet are found, and we thank everyone for their kind thoughts." The family of John Summers. So it is very, very difficult to imagine how awful this is for the Summers brothers. Not only are they trying to recover from some very, very serious injuries, they are wondering what has happened with their parents. And of course, at this point, nobody knows where their parents are. Now, There is a site that has been set up for the benefit of the brothers, and you can go to our website, WMCTV.com, to get that address. Live in Nashville, Janice Broach, WMC Action News 5.
And up close, the damage is hard to believe. Not just homes, but entire neighborhoods are no longer standing. Chris Luther is in Cobley Knob, a town near Gatlinburg. He went on a tour with firefighters for a look at the hardest hit area.
First home to go up in flames in the Cobley Knob neighborhood just outside Gatlinburg. This is where the fire started, and from here it spread with 60 to 70 mile per hour winds pushing it. An expected 100 of the 300 homes in this neighborhood are expected to be total losses. The Cobley Knob Fire Department escorted our WMC Action News 5 crew behind the fire lines in one of the hardest hit neighborhoods. The images we saw were unbelievable. Homes left with nothing but foundation. Cars, a shell of what they once were. Some people are coming home to this, while others, like Jill Schrock, are the lucky ones.
I had a lot of people, a lot of good people praying that our house would be here, and I just thank God that it's here.
This is the first time Jill has had a chance to say thank you to the firefighters who saved her house.
I want to thank you for saving my house.
Oh, that's no problem. It was a pleasure.
You just don't know how thankful we are. I mean, I'm speaking for a lot of people in this neighborhood.
With 1 in 3 homes expected to be a total loss, Cobley Knob firefighters have gotten used to giving residents bad news. This is the first time this firefighter has gotten a thank you for his hard work.
We're volunteers, so that's, and that's why we're here, to serve the community. That's why the community volunteers, so we love it. We're glad you guys got your house back.
Cobley Knob firefighters say this rain has been crucial in helping prevent more homes from looking like this. They said the 2 to 3 inches that have been dumped in this area have helped douse the flames, and now they can move into mop-up mode and then start rebuilding. In Cobley Knob, just outside Gatlinburg, Chris Luther, WMC Action News 5.
And there are dozens of ways that you can help families impacted by these wildfires. For how to donate, go to WMCActionNews5.com.
Shelby County commissioners demanded answers into Shelby County's ongoing jail fail. Sheriff Bill Oldham is now facing a $10 million lawsuit alleging the software upgrade issues are keeping people behind bars longer than they should be there. WMC Action News 5 investigator Kendall Downing discovered Shelby County is not the only city that is dealing with problems from this specific system.
People's U.S. constitutional rights are in jeopardy and have been, in my opinion, violated.
Shelby County commissioners not holding back Wednesday morning, pressing the county's IT department about a month of prolonged software upgrade glitches at 201 Poplar amid a class action lawsuit, and asking why a firm fix to the $9.7 million project hasn't come yet.
We need to feel the sense of urgency. I don't feel it. And I think the community doesn't feel it.
We found Tyler Technologies, Odyssey's vendor, had documented issues with its system rollout all across the country. Like in 2014 when the Marion County Sheriff's Office in Indianapolis upgraded and kept people in jail too long. Or just a few weeks ago in Oakland, California. This article calls the Odyssey rollout in Alameda County a disaster.
Certainly someone shouldn't stay in jail for longer as intended.
County IT Project Director Ed Raper says the integration to the Odyssey system is roughly 85% complete, but couldn't give a timetable for error-free operations. General Sessions Court Clerk Ed Stanton Jr. told commissioners he'd need to add staff and overtime because of added printed costs, with judges ordering paper dockets and manual entry of data. Commissioners worry his request is just the beginning.
Somebody else is going to be before us and going to need more staff for a workaround just to get stuff done.
In Memphis, Kendall Downing, WMC Action News 5.
And this just in, Superintendent Dorsey Hobson has been given a good evaluation by the Shelby County School Board. Hobson, an attorney, is now in his 4th year at SCS. His highest mark came in building community relationships. Under Hobson's leadership, Shelby County Schools saw its graduation rate improve by nearly 4% last year.
Stormy weather's moved on out of the area, and it's pushed through East Tennessee and Alabama now into Georgia and the Carolinas. Here in the Mid-South, much better pattern in place right now. Cooler one, too. Temperatures in the upper 40s to near 50. We're right at 50 in Memphis, finding low to mid-50s around the Memphis metro. Now, if you're getting out this evening, take a jacket. 48 at 6, 47 at 7, and 45 at 8. Should have a clear sky through the evening and overnight, but it's going to get chilly. 44 by 9. 42 at 10 and 11. We'll talk more about temperatures. Get ready for a cold night. And we're going to take a look at our next chance for stormy weather. It's just a few days away. Your first alert forecast just minutes away.
Tapping into Memphis's drinking water supply, environmentalists say the plan to do that in order to cool a power plant could cause contamination. Brix Fowler explains why some disagree with this proposal.
The future of Memphis's famous water on the line.
An appeal by the Tennessee chapter of the Sierra Club.
The organization Protect the Aquifer, dressed in blue matching shirts, fought alongside the Sierra Club to try and stop the construction of 2 wells the Tennessee Valley Authority wants to build.
Today, a small group of people are going to represent entire Shelby County in protecting our aquifer or in saving our water, whether or not it's something that we'll be able to use for future generations or not.
Those wells, already approved by the health department, would drain about 3.5 million gallons of water a day out of the Memphis sand aquifer. The TVA would use the water to cool its plant on President's Island, a plant that would provide energy to around 650,000 homes. TVA had originally planned to use wastewater, also known as gray water, but decided against it.
We thought that gray water would be the acceptable option. Upon further study and further review, and we found other compounds that aren't going to work and wouldn't work in the cooling process.
Protect the Aquifer argued the TVA should use gray water instead because if the aquifer's supply is used, there could be leaks, and that could lead to contamination.
We also have studies done by the USGS that say there won't be any issue. So we believe it will be fine.
The Shelby County Ground Control Board has already approved 3 wells for the plant. In Shelby County, Brix Fowler, WMC, Action News 5.
And the Shelby County Groundwater Control Board is still meeting. We will let you know if a decision is made today.
Breaking news alert, wildfires raging out of control.
This was beyond anything we ever thought would happen.
Why thousands of families in East Tennessee are not able to return to their homes. Plus providing a Christmas present for Mid-South children.
What do you want from Santa this year?
How you can make their holiday wishes come true.
Thanks for watching WMC Action News 5 at 5, the #1 5 p.m. newscast in the Mid-South.
7 people killed as wildfires burned through East Tennessee.
400 buildings reduced to rubble. The devastation is hard to look at. There are thousands of groundbreaking stories, heartbreaking stories, including a couple. This couple returned to their home built just 12 weeks ago. Jerry and Jeffrey Morgan drove through the fire to evacuate their home in Pigeon Forge. They lost everything, but still have a lot to be grateful for.
Yes, we lost everything and we're devastated, but our family's safe.
We really didn't think it was going to do this. This was beyond anything we ever thought would happen.
And deadly storms. This was just a firestorm is what it was. We have our team there in East Tennessee covering this story for you, keeping you updated on the tremendous amount of damage there, but due to the wildfires.
Of course, and deadly storms ripped through Alabama and parts of Tennessee last night, killing at least 5 people. 6 people at an Alabama daycare were also injured. The building destroyed at least 25 homes and several other buildings were damaged across the area.
Christmas is fast approaching, but thousands of children in the Mid-South may not have a present to open Christmas morning. Tiffany Neely introduces you to the children you can now help and how to put a smile on their faces.
For this year's toy truck drive here at Port-Orleans, they're hoping to give about 6,000 children toys for this holiday season, but they need your help to make it happen. I spoke with parents on how much this means.
This is where the horse lives.
Preschoolers here at Porter Leith's Covington Pike Head Start are hard at play, but students I spoke with say they're looking forward to new toys to call their own.
Where are you gonna put the baby?
So this Saturday here at WMC Action News 5, we're teaming up with Porter Leith so these children won't have to reach for gifts and come back empty-handed. Parents say it's a holiday miracle for these low-income families.
Sometimes, and with some parents, that's like the only toy that they can possibly have.
Maria Aliman says smiles are priceless when these children open up a gift all for them.
If they could see their face when they open it, they would understand.
Sharonda Taylor says this time of the year can be tough for these families.
I think they need help on certain things around the holidays, especially Christmas time.
So along with toys, Porter Leith is accepting donations of warm clothing as well as monetary donations. And if you're looking for toy ideas, there's a favorite here.
What do you want from Santa this year? I want to throw some.
These parents and kids are asking you to help be their Santa this year. Reporting in Memphis, Tiffany Neely, WMC Action News 5.
So the toy truck drive starts today at Bud Davis Cadillac. You can drop off toys there until 6 o'clock this evening through Friday. And then on Saturday, the toy truck moves to our studios, 1960 Union Avenue. While you're here, your children can get their photograph made with Santa Claus, meet some of Santa's reindeer, have some milk and cookies, and meet Ron Childers. He'll be here early. Right, Ron?
Yeah, that's right, Joe. I want to be here bright and early at 7:30. Come on out. Eat some of those cookies. I don't need that many, all right? Help me out with that. We got a great night coming our way. Look at this. This is our shot from Olive Branch this evening. A clear sky, calm, tranquil weather in the Mid-South. Looks like we're in for some great weather to end the week, too. Current conditions in Memphis, 50 degrees, clear. Humidity's 48%, 31 the dew point. Winds are out of the west at about 7. Good visibility tonight. Barometric pressure steady at 29.88 inches of mercury. Let's take a look at what we're tracking. We got a cool and dry end of the week. Good news there. And we've got great race weather on Saturday. But I want you to get ready because more stormy weather is going to be in place for the start of next week. Now, for the St. Jude Marathon, the 5K at 7 a.m. should be mostly sunny, about 40 degrees. There will be a northeast wind at about 5 to 10 miles per hour, so it's going to make it feel a little colder. And then the half and full marathon starting at 8:30, mostly sunny, about 42 degrees, northeast wind at 5 to 10. Kids marathon starts at 1:30 in the afternoon. Good weather for you, maybe a few more clouds, still a little breezy, 50 the temperature with a northeast wind at 5 to 10. Now let's jump ahead and take a look at what we're in store for as we get into Monday, because some strong storms are possible in the long-range futurecast. Low pressure center is going to ride up out of the Gulf of Mexico, make a move up the Mississippi River Valley. By Monday afternoon around 3, we could be dealing with some strong storms in northern Mississippi. That continues to push north into the late afternoon and evening hours, bringing a threat for severe weather to a good portion of the coverage area before cooler, drier air fills in behind that on Tuesday morning. So I want you to get that WMC Action News 5 Storm Tracker app. Make sure you have the alerts on. You can have lightning alerts as well. It's going to be a great thing to have. Anybody that's dealt with the stormy weather over the last couple of days and had it on their phone, you know what I'm talking about. 50 in Memphis, 50 in Somerville, 51 in Harrisburg, to 54 in Holly Springs and Ripley. Corinth, you're at 52, 48 in Oxford, 49 in Dyersburg. Right now, our winds are out of the west, about 10, 12 miles per hour. So we get into the overnight hours. We're looking at temperatures falling in the mid-30s around much of West Tennessee. It's going to be a cold night, and we're looking at highs tomorrow right around the low to mid-50s. Northern Mississippi, you'll fall in the lower 30s, 31 to 32 for many areas. Highs tomorrow get back in the mid-50s. It's going to be a cold night in eastern Arkansas and the Boot Heel with lows in the low to mid-30s, highs in the mid-50s. We'll fall to 36, got a cold night coming our way, and then as we get on into the day tomorrow, sunshine, 44 at 9, 54 at noon. We'll get in the mid-50s at 3, 51 at 5, 46 at 7. Tomorrow's high 57, cool day, but a mostly sunny one. We get into the weekend, we'll have some clouds on Friday, partly cloudy, 58. Then Saturday, 30% chance for showers, mainly to the north. I think we'll have clouds at 52. There's a 60% chance for showers on Sunday and 53, but it's Monday. I think will be a stormy day. Could see some of that early on Tuesday, and then we'll see a little calmer pattern emerging by Wednesday, back in the upper 50s.
All right, thanks, Ron. Well, it's a big night for Dolly Parton on NBC. First, she'll perform during the Christmas tree lighting event in Rockefeller Center at 7 o'clock. Then at 8, Dolly Parton's Christmas of Many Colors, Circle of Love. Then the latest news, weather, and sports, of course, on WMC Action News 5 at 10.
you have a story tip, call the WMC Action News 5 investigators at 866-518-9082.
Changes are coming to both Netflix and Facebook, and they are changes you may like.
Netflix users can now download shows and movies to watch offline. Downloading the content still uses data and requires an internet connection. There's no extra cost to download the movies, however. And Facebook is bringing classic video games like Pac-Man and Space Invaders to users. A new and free feature called Instant Games will allow users to play solo or challenge friends. The aim is to keep people on Facebook as long as possible, clearly.
The Shelby County Groundwater Control Board has denied an appeal by environmentalists, including the Sierra Club, and has agreed to allow groundwater, or aquifer, to be tapped for a cooling of a water supply, rather a power plant.
That's right. The plant on President's Island will now be using 3.5 million gallons per day of Memphis drinking water to cool off the power plant there. And of course, the TVA, they have a win here, and environmentalists do not. So we'll be following this.
I don't know if that can be appealed to a higher court. I think not. Perhaps it could be taken to court, but right now let's go to the court of weather opinion, Mr. Ron Childers.
It's going to get cold tonight. We fall in the 30s. I'll tell you more about that at 6.
Join us again at 6 o'clock for the latest from Gatlinburg. We'll see you then.
With the WMC Action News 5 mobile app, you'll be the first to know. From WMCActionNews5.com to text and email alerts for breaking news and weather. It's all right here in the palm of your hand. Sponsored by the Robert Trent Jones Golf Trail.